We'll start this with a comment left by a subscriber, Gary Marsh. Hi Gary, and he said, I'd like to see that Porsche Macan do some proper off-roading. Well, we can only go and ask. Oh, hello. I don't suppose I could try out one of these Porsche Macans on an off-road course, could I, by any chance?
Yeah, don't see why not. Take that one.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
There's such nice people here at Porsche Centre Chester. Nothing is too much trouble. Once we are heading off to North Wales to find some off-road tracks, it's obvious this new Porsche Macan S is different. Its engine is creamy smooth, big chunks of power make for effortless accelerating, throttle response is sharp, and performance clearly eclipses that of the 2-litre Macan, which I drove a few weeks ago. The 3-litre V6 engine is new, borrowed from higher up Porsche's model range, with its turbocharger located within the valley formed by the two banks of cylinders for sharper throttle response. We have a very useful 349 brake horsepower and a hefty 354 pound-feet of torque. Curb weight is 1865 kilograms, top speed is 158 miles per hour. Yes, that's nearly 160 miles per hour, while 0 to 60 comes up in just 5 seconds. This level of performance was Porsche 911 territory once upon a time. Even before Porsche updated the Macan, it was comfortably the class leader in terms of handling and pure driving fun. That's thanks in part to the clever four-wheel drive system, plus there's staggered tyres that put more rubber on the road at the rear end. The new 2019 Macan S is as good to drive along a winding road as it ever was, helped no doubt by new trick aluminium suspension which replaces the previous steel setup. But how is our Macan going to cope when we take it to this top secret off-road proving ground which is clandestinely used by no less than Top Gear here at Motor Safari on the A525 Ruthin Road just outside Wrexham? Well, like most modern SUVs, you press buttons, like the one on the centre console which puts our Macan into off-road mode. All relevant systems including air suspension, if you've optioned it, switch to a traction optimised program for deal with off-road terrain. Another button enables you to activate hill descent mode, which Porsche choose to call hill control. It keeps your speed constant on downhill gradients. You set hill control to any speed between 2 and 25 miles per hour and down the slippery slope we go. As long as you keep the wheels pointing in the right direction, take your feet off the pedals, your Macan will safely deliver you to the bottom of the incline without any worry or drama. And then you might find yourself in a situation where you need to take your Macan wading through, say, a shallow lake. A lake like this one, for instance. And while doing so, you might suddenly need to put your foot down while you're in the lake, and therefore I feel appropriately demonstrate this feature. And maybe again. And again. And while on your travels you may come across a deeply rutted track, a bit like this one, which for most cars would be the end of the road. However, for our Macan and its trick four-wheel drive system, our journey will not be curtailed. And so we go on to find some more formidably steep, treacherous, uneven, slippery hills. And as time is a bit short, I think it's appropriate we unleash this V6 motor's grunt and give us a bit of speed this time around. I recognise that not all Macan owners will tackle this kind of terrain and in this manner. However, for those that do, this demonstration may be informative. And this one. And I think again. It turns out that while this Macan is not like a Land Rover built by Bowler or anything like that, and its ground clearance at 182mm isn't as raised up as, say, a Porsche Cayenne, it's clear to me Porsche's latest SUV can do some proper off-road stuff. accomplished with a reassuring nonchalance, which is an achievement made more remarkable considering it's sitting on road tyres. And let's not forget, we've just driven fairly enthusiastically from Chester to here on some great B roads in a manner that would challenge many a high-end performance car. So the Macan S firmly affirms its prime position as the sport utility vehicle every other manufacturer has to try and catch. It's a fast, great handling, practical car, while at the same time totally living up to that SUV billing. Clearly, once again, Porsche has taken advantage of the company's immense history and expertise in building the best high-end performance cars, and in doing so has given us this, a surprisingly capable off-roader.
So you want to do some proper off-roading, do you? And you want a high-performance road car? Well, this is no soft road, as you can see. This is the only real answer. The Porsche Macan V6 S.